Hi there, and this is Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you're doing the free TOEFL speaking evaluation, and you sent me your practice test yesterday, so I'm getting around to listening to it today. Sometimes it takes about a day because I get so many of these emails. Okay, well, let's see how you did. I also have the rubrics right here. Here's the speaking rubrics. So I always have these in the back of my mind. So you're talking about do you like better studying in a group or do you like studying alone? So let's listen to it the first time. I'm not going to make any comments at all. Then the second time, I will make some comments.
Personally, I would rather be in a group when studying for an exam because I get to exchange ideas with others. Thereby, I learn new things and expand my knowledge about a topic that I do not know. For an instance, when I was preparing for my NCLEX, I was in a study group and I ran into a situation where I had difficulties learning ABG readings. So a group mate of mine explained it to me thoroughly and in a way that it was easy for me to digest. So I was able to learn how to read ABG using her method. That's why I find it more effective to be in a group when studying. Personally,
Wow, that was a great example. You used that example for like 30 seconds, and the specificity and the concrete detail of the example was very, very powerful. It really helped to illustrate your argument, and it shows a lot of what the IBT human raters are looking for. They don't want a lot of general kind of ideas that everybody else is talking about. No one ever has answered the task like what you just did that. That was very, very specific. So great job on that. So if I look at the rubrics, I think that you're between 3.5 and 4. And you also have a very natural sounding delivery. You have pretty good pacing. It's not perfect, but you have pretty good pacing. You're speaking clearly. Language use, you're using very specific words. For example, I could digest the information easier. I mean, that's something that a lot of non-native speakers might not be able to use. So you're showing a high degree of automaticity of language use. So all these things together combine to give you a very, very strong performance here. Let's listen to it one more time and see how you answered this
I would
question.
rather be in a group when studying for an exam
Okay?
because I get to exchange ideas with others. Thereby, I learn new things and expand my knowledge about.
So I get to exchange ideas, right? I think you went from I get to past.
Because I get to exchange ideas with others. Thereby, I learn new things and expand my knowledge.
No, I think you said thereby I learn new things and expand my knowledge. So as far as I can tell, you're using the present tense in both cases. So that's appropriate.
Knowledge about a topic that I do not know. For an instance, when I was preparing for
So about a topic, let me check your language use. Make sure you didn't put did there.
I get to exchange ideas with others. Thereby, I learn new things and expand my knowledge about a topic that I do not know. For an instance,
I would say a topic that I do not know. I would keep everything there in the present. You're just describing the benefits generally of studying in a group, and you need to keep all those verbs, I think, in the present tense.
when I was preparing for my NCLEX, I was in a study group and I ran into a situation where
Now, when you say those acronyms, the NCLEX, you want to maybe just quickly explain what it is. Maybe not every single letter in the acronym, but just give a brief background of what that is, what it
I
means.
had difficulties learning ABG readings. So a group mate of mine explained it to me thoroughly and in a way that it was easy for me to digest. So I was able to learn how to read ABG using her method.
Maybe you're using the word so little too much. So remember, there's a lot of different words there. Therefore, as a result, consequently, hence. Be careful about using that one word so too much.
That's why I find it more effective
Maybe which is why I find it more
to
effective.
be in a group when studying.
Okay, let's go back. This is a great performance on your part. My goodness. Let's say minor lapses in completeness. I don't think so. I think this is a very complete task, highly intelligible, sustained, coherent discourse. You have a well paced flow, speech is clear. Language use, I think you maybe had one. I think do would have worked better than did. Maybe one language use problem, but other than that, very very good control of both your vocabulary and also your grammar. And I especially like the use of the word digest. That really helps. It really shows you have a very good knowledge of the language. Topic development, response is sustained and sufficient. It's generally well developed and coherent. Okay, I can compare your performance literally to thousands and thousands of speaking practice tests, and yours is at the top, right? But what does that mean exactly? That means between 3.5 and 4, I'm going to put you at 29 to 30 points on the speaking section. I think it's very likely if you performed exactly this way on integrated tasks 2, 3, and 4, and then you did what you just did, I think across the board, you're going to get mostly 4s and maybe a 3. That's going to put you probably at around 29 to 30 points. So, good job for you. That's a great response. So anybody at YouTube, I get a lot of questions. Well, what does it sound like? How do I get 26 or higher? Well, this is how you get 26 or higher. What else do I need to say, right? You have good delivery, very clear speech. You have very good control over the grammar and the language use, and you have a nice organization. And do what she did. Instead of trying to bring up several different examples to illustrate your point, bring up one example and use that to illustrate your argument, and that's very, very specific. And then we can say it's well developed and coherent. So the speaker who does everything does nothing. So we can all learn a little bit from this practice test. Be specific, don't talk about too many details, use very precise, concrete details in there to help explain your ideas. So again, for the one who did the practice test here, congratulations on very strong speaking skills.